Hey, my lovely, lovely Libras, my cross watchers and my channel fans. It is Laurie. I am going to do your uplifting reading all about you. I will say that Sage just made a huge appearance at the end of the daily reading, which is entitled, You Caught This Thief. You caught this thief, okay? So if you want to see Sage in all of her full glory, me rubbing her belly, her pregnant mama belly and all that, tune in to the end of that reading. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do your uplifting reading all about you. So let's see who we are focusing on today. I hope you guys are all happy, healthy, and having some sort of fun, okay? Life is meant to be happy, lived happy, and having fun. All right. Well, I guess I'm not on screen. I moved my camera for the you and them readings, and it always takes me time to get it back to where it makes sense. Okay, what is something truly magical about you? What is something truly magical about you? You love to learn. You've got the Page of Swords here. You're good at learning by communicating with others. So you ask questions. Some people may get annoyed because you actually ask questions. There is no such thing as asking the wrong question or too many questions. Okay, if you don't understand, it's better to say, I don't understand, than it is to pretend that you do and then never learn something or never understand something. And unfortunately, that's where most of us have been in our whole life. We were afraid to speak up when we didn't know something. We were afraid to ask questions because our classmates might, or our siblings or parents might say, oh my gosh, all you do is ask questions. Guess what? That's a sign of intelligence. And anybody who does not want to take the time to answer those questions, that's their issue. That's not yours, okay? So you are really good about learning. You love to learn. You ask questions. Sometimes you, like I said, some people may think it's too many questions, but it never is, okay? Because you always are seeking the truth of the matter. So if something doesn't make sense to you, you ask the next question until it makes sense. Once you feel that you've gotten the truth, you're good. Beautiful, beautiful, magical energy about you. What is something that you have accomplished in the past that you should be proud of? King of Wands. Did you start your own business based on this knowledge? For some of you, that's exactly what I'm hearing. You started your own business based on all these questions that you asked. I am getting a download message right now in particular. This is for somebody in particular, maybe a dozen of you. You asked questions out on social media such as Facebook or Instagram, so specific questions, and you took those questions and you turned them into books. You turn them into ways to earn an income. Creative. That's beautiful. The King of Wands is the entrepreneur in the deck. Also creative, leadership. So if you didn't happen to do something along those lines where you started your own business based on all the questions that you asked or on all the knowledge that you received, all the research that you did, I'm hearing you all did. You all did. That's beautiful energy there too. Okay, so your King of Wands energy, you managed to take control, start a business, or at least, at the very, very, very least, you've got a leadership role in your life, as in you may be a manager, you might be the boss, you might be the supervisor, you might be the matriarch or patriarch of your family. It doesn't matter, male or female. This is the entrepreneurial king, okay? The business person. So you found a way to take the knowledge that you had and use it and put it to good use. The knowledge that you were seeking. Okay. How do you affect the people around you? Well, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. You show people how they can be how they can be independent. Independently wealthy, free from their debt, and that debt can be financial, which is what's coming through here mostly. So a lot of you may be like I said, you asked questions of people so that you could help them. So you could start a business that helps people to gain independent financial freedom. You've built a trust with your community. There's loyalty there. There's trust there. There's a sense of independence and freedom for yourself and the people that you help. Beautiful. All right, what's another talent or skill that you have that we should know about? Oof, the Empress. Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't think this card has ever come out in this deck. This is the first time the Empress energy has come out in the Fenestra tarot deck. And the Empress energy here, look at her sitting calmly, coolly, collected on her nice, it looks cushy and it also looks very solid throne, okay? She also has the black moon of Lilith rising behind her. So some of you may have Lilith in your chart like I do. Definitely with a black moon in Venus here. Some of you definitely have, it could be new moon in your chart, but I'm getting Lilith. Okay, so you may want to do some research on that if you don't know anything about Lilith. Do some real research. Don't just read one thing. Really delve into Lilith, okay? I think you will be very surprised to find out all about Lilith and Eve, okay, and Adam. There, little spoiler alert. All right, so anyways, this tells me that your skill is all about knowing that anything that you desire can come to you. You're open to receiving, but you also give. You sit back, you're relaxed, you don't force things. Because you know that there is more than enough for yourself and for everyone around you. There is an ever-flowing waterfall behind you. Okay, the resources are unlimited. You are also divinely connected to the collective consciousness here. I'm also seeing here that not only is she resting in her throne, she's comfortable, but she also has this red, almost burgundy, like a wine-colored pillow that she's resting her ruling arm on, okay? And I say her ruling arm because that's the one she's holding her wand in. And this is a magic wand. This is her scepter. This is her connection to the higher power. This is her alchemical, magical wand that helps her to create, okay, to focus her attention, to show her authority. I absolutely love this. And I'm also seeing multiple seasons here. Well, I'm actually seeing a harvest because we have, like, the wheat has grown and the leaves have turned orange. So now is a time for you to be reaping. There is something, you are about to reap some sort of blessing here. Keep that in mind, my lovely, lovely Libras, cross watchers, and channel fans. You have a major blessing heading your way. Something unexpected, or maybe you were expecting it, you just didn't know when it was going to come. Okay, so maybe you set the intentions for this. I'm getting, if you did, it was a long time ago, and you just said, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and guess what? It's coming to you. Oh my goodness, you've got a beautiful blessing coming to you. All right, what is it you do right now that you should never stop doing? The Seven of Cups, looking at things, having desires, dreaming about what you want, looking at what would happen if you went down this path, or drank from that cup, or learned that thing, okay? So you see the opportunities in front of you, and then you look at them carefully without overdoing it to see how they can be used to your benefit in your life or discarded. Okay, but you look at things honestly and fairly. Yeah, you definitely see everything as an opportunity, but you look carefully before moving forward too. You're not afraid. No, there's no fear. Even with this snake coming out here, you've got Lilith here, which tells me you were in the Garden of Eden. Okay, you understand the purpose of the snake in the garden. Okay. And it's almost as if you're looking right at this snake and saying, I do not fear you, but I'm also not going to trust what you say to me. I'm going to do my own research, okay? So you look at every opportunity carefully without over-examining and make your decisions that are best for you. And look at this. You have the World card as your ending energy for this reading, which tells me you have put some sort of thing to an end successfully. Poverty. I keep hearing you've put poverty, a lack of, behind you. You have a very abundant law of abundance attitude, okay? The law of assumption, I am, the law of attraction, the law of abundance. You are fully engaged in this. And you know how to make it cyclical. So it goes around and around and around. And things just keep coming to you without you even having to work it. Just like you're working magic. Okay? Setting your intentions and then expecting it to be brought to you. Just like an Empress would do. Okay? Beautiful energy here. With that World card. Love this message for you. Who is this? Is this you? Drop us a comment. Claim this in the comments below. Tickle, tap that like, no, tickle, tap, or boop the like button for me. Okay? Show some support for these people who help people to find their financial freedom. But I'm also hearing that this is not just about financial freedom. This is about finding that connection to the collective consciousness, to the law of abundance, to setting intentions, and to creating this cycle of desire and reception. Okay? Beautiful message. So don't forget, claim this in the comments. Tickle, tap, or boop that like button. We're going to go ahead and get you your Animal Spirit Oracle message. Oh, messages. Sorry, my nose is tickling. Because you know who SAGE was here earlier. I don't know where she is now. I think she's tucked away in a corner somewhere. But I have her hair up my nose. Not complaining, just making an observation here. Can't complain about my love. I love my girl. All right, we have card 49, Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Absolutely. Then we have Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Look at this world cycle with a rebirth right next to it. And then we have Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. The before you're broke, or while you're broke, before you get to where you're trying to be. And then we have card 18, Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Okay, so here you are. You're not fighting anything, but you also are observing and looking at things calmly. Seeing the big picture with card 29 on the bottom of the deck. Giraffe Spirit. 29 is an 11. We have 8. We have 13, which is 4. We have 5. And then we have 9. 18, which is 9. All right. So if those numbers mean anything to you, we have a 9 here, a 7 here, a 3 here, and a 21 there. If any of those mean anything to anybody, drop that in the comments too. All right. So Spirit is saying to embrace the in-between first. All right. Balance comes easily to Flamingo Spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be. But do not resist Flamingo Spirit Spirit's call to be fully present in the moment, the here and the now, where the real magic happens. Okay? If you're focused on the future, you can't receive the blessings that you've been setting your intentions for. With one foot in the life that you are moving away from, and one in the future as you become the person who leads the life of your highest intentions, you have to make peace with the fact that you are not fully in that place or this place. Embrace that in between. The presence of Flamingo Spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you, and there are opportunities that are beginning to present themselves to you. You've got a blessing coming to you, but here's the opportunities, and you're looking at them. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. See, you're looking at it, you're assessing. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of everything that you are experiencing in this in-between place. Okay, let's see what, I keep going to Dear Spirit, so we're going to go to 18, Dear Spirit. There's something here for you, my loves. I'm in a musical kind of mode. I can't wait to play my guitar today. I'm going to try to... I'm going to film myself playing the guitar for the first time because I want to see... Somebody suggested that, a guitarist on YouTube suggested doing that so that you can see your progress. So I'm going to do that once a week. Anyways, bring a gentle touch, says Dear Spirit. The time has come to be gentle and diplomatic when dealing with others. You might have found yourself in a situation where negotiations are necessary in order to reach your goal. Be mindful of the words that you choose, but do not stress. Dear Spirit reminds you that you have the ability to be sure-footed and confident while showing humility and respect for others, which is so important. You will find that your capacity for calm and being grounded in your communication is heightened at this time. Follow the way of Dear Spirit and you will do well, gaining the respect of others and finding common ground that is pleasing to you. Remember that understanding others and their needs will be more powerful at this time than putting your own first. If you do that, you will be rewarded tenfold. And I have to say, Spirit's saying, when we do something for someone else with the intentions of getting something back, then we're not giving properly. Okay? Now, if you're giving, and you're not getting anything in return, then you are the one who is doing too much. Okay? You need to pull your energies back and stop giving to everyone and everything. You have to take care of yourself and, filling your cup of love. Focusing on your principles, your boundaries, what you want out of life, okay? Focusing on your happiness. When you are whole and complete within yourself, you don't end up giving everything to everyone else and not getting anything back because they respect you. And they see your boundaries, they see your principles, and then they start giving to you. And if they don't, then your boundaries and principles are high enough for you to realize that you should not be with that person. Am I right? Think about that for a little while. Okay, just think on that one. Rewind this and listen to this a dozen times, okay? If it's resonating with you at all, go back and rewind this. There you go, Nancy. That was my rewind sound. Go back and rewind it. Listen to that again because it's very, very important lesson for us to learn in life. And it took me until I was in my 40s and maybe 50s before I realized it, okay? And no, I'm not much older than my 50. Just forget that. All right, let's move on. We have gone from here to here. We are now going to go to 5, Bat Spirit. Okay, a rebirth is assured, which is funny. You've had the death card in the daily, or maybe that was the uplifting. Either way, you had the death card and the rebirth card in both readings today. Okay, after something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured to you, just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of the cave. Bat Spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new amazing life that is forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of your faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat Spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all of your hopes and your dreams, your fears and your worries. And Bat Spirit wants to assure you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found, and from death to rebirth, comes to fruition with the capital L love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually just shape-shifted into something even more meaningful and wondrous than what was in the past. If you feel you are in the dark, please understand that come morning and with time, everything will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is just perfect for you. All right. Actually, Spirit's asking me to read this to you, and I keep hearing Vanessa. Please pay attention, honey. I think this message is specifically for you. Not that it's not for others, but I think Vanessa was called to this message. What are you refusing to let go of? Bad Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is ready to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrated in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really want. That means that Spirit was giving you the benefits, the blessings, the beauty of whatever it was that has been taken from you, okay? So that you could be more prepared for the even greater blessings that are coming your way. Let me reread that to you. Some dreams were only meant to last for a few moments in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down so that Spirit could help you to recalibrate in preparation for the new life that will give you what you truly want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Okay? Energy is here. Energy is always here. Perhaps you need to let go of a part of you that must die so that you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad, though. Bad Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply to yourself and navigate these unknown areas of temporary emptiness within yourself. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bad Spirit will witness you giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and your soul. All right, Vanessa, I hope that helped you in some way, my dear grieving friend. And to anyone else who's out there grieving a loss, my heart goes out to you. I want to see you move past your pain and your suffering. Honor your emotions, please. All right, Rabbit Spirit says, a sunny meadow calls and Rabbit Spirit appears at this time to lead you out of your darkness and into the light so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe to stay where you're at in the dark, but the magic happens when you come out and you take a risk of being vulnerable and then co-creating something new. You are being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but do not fear it. Today is a beautiful time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will become reality. There are no mistakes in life when you are co-creating with Spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, understanding that now is a very lucky time of awesome possibilities. Awesome opportunities, awesome possibilities. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe, especially if you are not feeling safe or secure. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you really are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate time, banish your fears and recognize that the real security comes from immersing yourself in the process of living, of co-creating, of moving forward. It's okay to admit that you really don't have all the answers, that you don't know where you're going, you don't know how you're going to get there. That's perfectly understandable. And you won't have the answers until you get there. And then you'll have more questions, and then you'll still be trying to figure it out. So, this is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful at this time, admitting that you are at the beginning of a brand new journey. Come out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light, because it is time to start living your new life. And I want all people who are grieving of past loved ones. I have lost so many, I can't even tell you. And I used to feel sorry for myself, and it was too difficult to get through that loss. And somebody said to me, do you think your person would want you to be sad for all these years? Do you think your person would want you to be miserable all these years? And when I realized that the answer was no, that they would have been upset, that I wasn't out there being happy and doing all the things that we had talked about and been encouraged towards, oh my gosh, I was almost as devastated at that thought as I was at having lost that person. When somebody moves on, they've moved on. We are here. We are left to deal with what is happening here in life. And we can handle this, okay? We learn from the experiences that we had with that person, okay? We learn. That person's never truly gone. They are always in our heart and always in our head. But it is perfectly acceptable to move forward into a new life. Nobody can lead you there. Nobody can light that fire under you. You're the only person who can decide. You're going to stay in the dark, or are you going to have a rebirth and move forward into the light? We're all here to encourage you, stand here behind you, support you, love you, sympathize with you, but we will not allow you to hold yourself back. Okay? All right, let's get you. Ooh, cards are flipping here. I got to see what came out. Cut the chafe. Get rid of those things in your life that are not supposed to be there. Okay? It's time to let the past be the past. This is reaping the harvest. Okay? Knight of Pentacles. It took a long time to reach this point, but you're ready to move on. Yep. You're reaping the benefits of what you have sown, the relationship that you had. Okay? You're reaping the benefits. You're thinking about the good things. What lessons did you learn that helped you to grow, to become a better person? That's what you're taking forward as the wheat in the field. Okay? That's your harvest. Even if the lessons were harsh, you still grew from those lessons. You learned something. Not to do that again. I hope. All right. So we have turquoise, card 41, balance. All right. And we also have rose quartz, card 34, which is love. All right. Let's go ahead and see what turquoise says for you. It's time to balance out all of the different aspects of your life. You may have been too focused on a single area. This is not a healthy way to be, because it causes neglect in the other areas of your life, and you can quickly become unbalanced. It's important that you try to recognize where you are focusing too much energy. Are you working too many hours? Are you doing too much with your family and not allowing any time for yourself? Are you overeating, over drinking? Are you focusing on your sadness and your despair and your depression? Whatever it is, understand that the energy of turquoise will help to balance you out at this point. Turquoise joins the earth to the sky and also connects and balances out masculine and feminine energies. Turquoise is associated with the throat and heart chakras. It may help you to express yourself. Self-expression is very important to help you remain positive and balanced. It may come in the form of singing, writing, playing, creating, or sharing experiences. It may help you to take time to meditate or write down any thoughts or feelings that you experience in a journal. All right. Caesar and Cleo, the two sandhill cranes, just quickly walked past my window there. All right, let's see what rose quartz says for you. Open your heart today. As you feel love for yourself, you will automatically attract love from others. It's important that you nurture yourself as a mother would tenderly nurture her child. You give so much love out to other people, family and friends, even strangers. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with you taking some time for you to nurture yourself. Visualize or feel the healing energy of rose quartz clearing out any past relationship hurts from your heart. Take time to acknowledge and feel the love which surrounds you from your past loved ones and your family and friends who are here still with you and care about you and love you. Drawing this crystal, the rose quartz, is not only a sign of your need for self-love, it is also a time for you to focus on your relationship area. Rose quartz is known as the love stone. It is associated with your heart chakra. It opens up your heart to unconditional love. Rose quartz's message for you is that your heart will soon fill with happiness. You will enjoy a wonderful, equal, loving relationship in the future. Okay? A new one may be entering your life at this time, or your current relationship may be elevating. Beautiful messages, both of those for you. We're going to get you a talisman oracle message and then do your 3 yes or no answers. Actually, we'll go ahead and get you your 3 yes or no answers right away. Answer number 1. That's a no. There's a burden. Answer number 2. Again, that's a no. And it's because it would break a harmony. If whatever this answer is, whatever this question is, if it involves another person that you are in harmony with at this time, if you move forward with this, it will cause a break between the two of you. It will cause discord. Okay? All right, answer number 3 is yes. All right. Let's go ahead and get you your talisman oracle message here. Don't forget to claim this if it's your message. Tickle, tap, boop the like button. Check out the description box for information on personal readings or the cards I use or anything else. And of course, please subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of our awesome community. You got a bunch of cards here. Banish a curse, navigation, and balanced emotions. These 3 fit for exactly what we have been talking about. Oh boy. Okay. I know this is a little heavy, but I hope that this is helping because it should be giving you positive energy on how to move forward. Okay. Everyone. Doesn't matter. We all experience loss. All right. So banish a curse. This card can symbolize unfair treatment towards you. A person who has a strong influence in your life may have mistreated you, or maybe they just fail to see your point of view. The actions of others talks about their misalignment, not yours. And you have the power to choose how you're going to respond. Are you going to react, respond, ignore? What are you going to do? It's always your choice. Your worth does not change based on other people's opinions of you. The pain or misunderstandings can disappear if you simply decide not to take things personally or believe what they say. Okay? If you know who you are, nothing anybody can say to you is going to affect your self-worth. Dwelling over what has been said means reliving the hurtful emotions and letting it control your actions. It's time to take a step back and allow the new positive energy that you have found to embrace you. Think of what you can learn from this experience and understand that karma has your back. You don't have to seek karma, okay? Karma's there, always helping you. Navigation. It's time for you to tap into your innate navigation system and plan your trip. Determine where you are heading in life and imagine the final destination where you can see yourself at peace. After all, even the best GPS system wouldn't do you any good if you don't know the address of where you're going. Oh, that's powerful. That is a beautiful new way of looking at that. Even the best GPS cannot get you where you want to go if you don't know where you want to go. Think about that. If you don't know what you want from your future, how the heck can spirit get you there? You have to set your intentions. You have to have a focus. You have to have a goal. What do you want? Oh, I love that. Determine where you are right now in your life. Clarify your intentions, what it is you want. And then check and then check out what attitudes and steps will help you along the way. Forming a new healthy habit doesn't come easily, but you can prevail with a strong will and determination in 14 to 21 days. Okay? That has been proven. That is not a myth. There are hundreds of millions of people who have gone out there and tested this theory that you can break a habit and form a new one, 2 actions and one thing, between 14 and 21 days. And it is not as hard as people want to make it out to be. All you have to do is say every day, this is my goal. Okay? And then you follow the steps that get you there. If something comes along and it doesn't benefit you towards your goal, don't do that thing. In other words, if you're trying to lose weight and you're telling yourself every day, by the end of 21 days, I'm no longer going to be eating pasta every day, okay? And then along comes this thing where, oh, I'm craving pasta. Yeah, okay, you can go ahead and do that. You can have pasta. Or you can choose not to have pasta and be one step closer to your goal and breaking that habit, okay? Think of everything in your life that way. If it's not actively helping you pursue your goal, then just don't do it. All right. So let's go on to balanced emotions. Love that. Absolutely love that. Don't forget that thing about the GPS. I'm going to make a meme about that. Balanced emotions. And it's the very first card in here. I have to say, I think it's so important. All right, jellyfish are graceful creatures that trust the ocean currents to take them to their destination. But they have a destination. They know where they want to go. Take a moment to evaluate the way that you spend your energy. Sometimes we cannot see the grand picture, and we get caught up in the moment. If we are unable to see the lesson from a situation or an experience that is trying to be taught to us, we can get ourselves tangled up in our emotions and a need for control. Are you holding on too tightly to feelings that don't serve you well? Are you clinging to the past? It's easier to see the solution when you are calmer. Find a peaceful place in your home or outside where you can spend some time allowing your emotions to be. Without judging those emotions, just let yourself feel what you're feeling. Take a breath. Acknowledge each emotion, your anger, your sadness, your happiness, your joy, your fear. Acknowledge them all, okay? And then let go of those that no longer support you. Again, is your sadness keeping you from reaching your happiness? If it is, then don't focus on your sadness. Focus on your happiness. I'm wishing each and every one of you the very best. My heart goes out to anybody who's suffering a loss. We all suffer a loss, but especially Vanessa, that this message is for you. I hope you got this. I hope you're hearing this, and I hope that this is the fire that was lit underneath you. Okay? Everyone, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.